Unfiltered. Let's go. Red lips on, lights down low. We don't hide, let the realness show. Every chica got a fire inside. Tonight's the night, no compromise. Ooh, corazón, feel the rhythm take control. Sisters rising, breaking chains, unstoppable. Chicas, chicas unfiltered. Dance it out, let the world get lifted. Chicas unfiltered. No mask, no fear, we're gifted. Hands high, corazón, let's ride. Queens of the night, can't hide this vibe. Lip gloss, tequila shots, we laugh, we cry. Turning heartbreaks into battle cries. Glow so fierce, we set the tone. Unapologetic, we own the throne. Dale, dale, move your body. Sisters rising, nobody can stop me. Chicas unfiltered, raw y bonita. Power y fuego, nuestra vida. Chicas unfiltered. Turn it up, let the soul get lifted. Chicas unfiltered. Yeah. Unstoppable queen, so gifted. This is our time, our story to write. Together we ride, together we shine tonight. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. This is our official kickoff, and we're just going to roll with it. So real quick to get us started, I just want to say, hey, chicas, it is so good to have you here. Welcome to Chicas Unfiltered. This is a place that we wanted to bring fun, color, but also lipstick, love, and life lessons. And we're just going to go real and raw here. So tonight is our first official kickoff. So if you are there, say hello, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook. Just make sure you drop us a comment along the way and say hi. But what can you expect when you tune in to Chicas Unfiltered, that is going to be airing on Prospera TV network bi-weekly? Real stories, okay, real topics, and real truth, right? There's enough fakery, fake stuff going on out there. There's enough women that feel like they have to, paint this picture and life is like so beautiful. And you know what? Life is beautiful, but it's a beautiful hot mess sometimes. So what you're going to expect is just some real stories, some real conversations, but also beauty tips, because we're all about inner beauty meets outer beauty, empowerment, and a lot of color. So we'll always feature that. But as we get started, we are going to introduce you to who we got here tonight. But what you can expect coming week, bi-weekly is we're going to have guests join us. We're going to have some guest panel discussions. So if you're a chica out there that knows you have a message and knows you want to put your lipstick on and come on and join us to have some real conversations, make sure that you drop us a line and we'll get you on one of our future episodes. But what I want to say tonight is meet Chica Yara Ortiz, who's joining tonight. Hey, Yara.
Hey, girl. I'm excited about this. This is like so much fun. It sounds like so much fun, and it's going to be so much fun. And then why not lift each other and grow and learn at the same time. And of course, besitos in the mix as well. So
gotta get the besitos everywhere.
I know. So who am I?
Yeah.
I am the owner and CEO of BCS, Bookkeeping Consulting Services, founder of Money Moves with Yara. I'm a financial consultant, and I help nonprofits and small businesses with their books. I am also a master personal financial coach, where I help women, and more specifically single moms, with their money. I help them clean up their money chaos and finally so they can finally feel control of their finances without the guilt, without the overwhelm. We've all been there at some point in our lives, and I just help them structure their money in a way that makes sense to them.
And that's like very important. I know you have a show too on Prospera called Badass Mama Moves.
Yeah.
And there was one episode. So people, if you haven't caught this episode, you need to go to Prospera on YouTube and pull up Yada's playlist. All right. And she actually pulled in Gosh, what was the one on trauma? Like, how do you know trauma is still showing up in your money? And I'm like, I'm editing the show and I'm like, check, 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 balling, check. You just brought up some great topics. So how do you deal with the topic of money, especially when you work with women quite a bit? Is it a tough thing to break through? Are women very vulnerable with you up front, or do you have to really earn that trust?
Well, you have a mix of everything, right? There are those that they don't care, they just spell it right out, and some that you have to kind of pull it little by little. It's just a matter of making them comfortable with me and make, my goal is to make them feel comfortable with me, that they know they are in a safe space with me,
Yeah.
because I am one of them. I've been there, done that.
Mhm.
There's
Yep.
no judging, no like, why do you do that? Because sometimes money is, it's a touchy feely topic as it is. It's a
Mhm.
such a taboo, and
Mhm.
some people are so immune to their money habits that they don't even realize what they've been doing, how for how long, anything like that.
Yeah.
And it's like an eye opening, right? When you lay down, put it right in front of them.
Mhm.
That's why it's very important that as I'm coaching, I also target the mindset and that relationship with money, because that's the key and the foundation of everything. Because if I could help you make 5 budgets, 100 budgets, and if you still with the same habit and having that same money mindset, nothing's gonna happen.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, some things are rooted up in things that relationship with money and that money mindset is rooted in things that you don't even realize that are
Yeah.
real deep. And sometimes it's from our childhood, right?
Mhm.
That we don't even realize till like
Yep.
someone really points that out of, okay, I think this is what it is, and you just pull it out.
Yep.
It's a work in progress. It's not an overnight thing.
It isn't. And so the show that you bring adds a lot of value. So I just want to encourage people, go to our Prospera TV YouTube and find Badass Mama Moves playlist and just go through, because Yada talks to the single mamas and but also to money, and there's a lot that you will uncover just by watching her show. So I see we got Tina. Hey, Miss Tina is here, and we have another little Chica, another badass mama, joining us. I'm going to bring Julie to the stage here real quick. Hey, Julie, how are you?
Hi,
I'm
Julie.
good. Do you hear me? Hey, girls. Long time
Yes,
no see.
long time no see. We hear you. Why don't you tell a little bit of people about who you are and what you do? This is our initial kickoff show.
Okay, my name is Julie Ramirez, the owner and founder of Girasol Essentials. Girasol meaning sunflower. And if you think about what a sunflower represents, that's what I'm here to do too. Um, wow, what do I do? I'm more of an emotions mentor kind of person, and I help supermoms take a time out. In
Super
essence, that's what
moms,
it
take a
comes down to.
timeout. We all need to yell at each other and be like, go sit in timeout. I would be like,
So
is it time for me to sit in my timeout yet?
exactly. So that's in essence what it is. But I do that with providing solutions in a healthy way, as far as the simple things that we take for granted, the vitamins, the supplements, the help with stress, the help with sleeping, even, and in all of that, is a combination. If you're taking care of yourself inside, the
Mhm.
giving your cells nutrition, then you are going to help every other aspect of your body. So I do that with supplements and a program that I have, a 90-day reset,
Mhm.
as well as Touch and Truth, which is a form of aromatherapy being touched by the essential oils. So
Love it.
that's how
Love
I
it.
gave you a timeout.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take it.
I can take one. I can take one for sure.
So before we kick off like our topic for the evening, we need to know like a fun fact about each other. We need to, like, now that we know who we are professionally and the work that we do, like, what's something that is so silly that people just don't even know about you. So I'm gonna give you guys time to think about yours. If you're like going, oh shit, I don't know what I'm gonna say. One of mine is, here's the thing. I have had short hair like my whole adult life. And from like high school time, it was so long, it was like down to my back and like down to my lower back. And I really can't imagine having like all that hair. But I'm trying to grow my hair out again right now. Like this is so super long for me. I feel like I should be going like this already. But here's a fun fact. I think I have a nervous twitch, like a nervous habit or like a calming thing, but I play with my hair like I'm talking all the time. Anytime someone sees me, my hands probably up in my hair. So I don't know if that's like a nervous habit, but I don't do it when it's not like growing out. So that's like a weird thing. So if anybody knows like what that might be, please tell me. But my arm actually hurts after a while because it just tells me I have to lift more weights because my muscle's not used to lifting it. So that's a fun fact about me. This hair is like super long to me right now, but the more that it grows, I like play with it nonstop. And I think it's like a calming effect or a way that I like think. I don't know. But that's a fun fact about me. Now you know. Who wants to go next?
That is so funny. I mean, talking about hair, when I was in high school, my hair was all the way to my waist. And I've been trying for the longest time to try to grow it too. I mean, it's longer now, but I just been trying. Fun fact, I don't know. People say that I talk with my face.
That you talk with your face.
Sometimes, especially when I don't want to say that something in my mind that's not gonna be nice, but my face talks. I don't know.
You have that resting bitch face.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Oh, we have Christina on here. Hello, Christina. I think I see cousin Vince on here. So thanks for tuning in, guys. This is our just kickoff inaugural show of what people can expect with Chicas Unfiltered that is coming to us at Prospera TV Network. So is it your eyebrows that say more than anything?
well, this one, you see,
Yeah.
like automatically goes up
Yeah.
sometimes, it just goes
Yeah.
up, and that's the thing. Then another thing is that my nose kind of blows up when I'm in that, I don't know, that mode. Like it just like
Your son probably sees the face and is like, I'm gonna go sit in timeout already.
he does. Even my brother said, "There she goes with the nose."
Oh, that's funny. What about you, Julie?
Wow, I'd have to say, if you know me, you know that I love to dance and I love music. And now that I'm a grandmother, I can see the inheritance in my grandson. He loves music. So, um, music is also, what it does, right? It calms the beast, so to speak. So, that's definitely, if you know me, you know that I can hear any kind of tune and just be moving. Like I'm constantly in that, in the beat. And I don't actually listen to the words, which has gotten me in trouble sometimes because certain songs just aren't for us.
Yeah.
But the rhythm and like right now in the background I have jazz playing because I just love the sound of instruments and the harmony that they do. So
Love
that's the
that.
fun fact about me.
I love
Salsa
it.
girl.
Yeah, that's awesome. We got Peggy. Say hey, Peggy. So we want to let people know that I'm the founder of Besitos Beauty, and so this show is going to be sponsored by Besitos Beauty because we really want to bring lipstick, love, and life lessons to the screen. And guys, we need to have some fun, right? We need to have some fun, some color, and it's okay to still play with makeup and all the things, but what you can expect is every other week we'll be popping in probably bi-weekly, and we're going to focus on one topic for that episode and really encourage questions to come in, comments to come in, and to keep the conversation going. So even if you don't catch us live, you can always go back to Prospera TV Network and catch the recording, and we're going to still keep that connection and communication going. We're going to have some fun product highlights. We're going to have some fun giveaways through Besitos Beauty. So if you stay here and stay tuned with us, you'll be able to find out how you can be entered for a chance to win a $5 gift card to Besitos Beauty, which is awesome. But tonight's discussion, I see Yada got a little fuzzy there.
I don't know what's going on with my camera. Let me try to
Okay.
fix it.
Okay. I'm gonna put you in the background for just a minute. Okay, she's gonna go ahead and do that. And Julie, where are you going? Are you driving? I think she went dark too. Okay, well here I am. Hey Addie, it's good to see you. And if there's any questions you guys have for us at any time, like maybe there's a fun fact that you want to know, drop it. Well, I'll answer it. I'm an open book. I'm just going to answer anything. But being founder of Besitos Beauty, I want to make sure that we kind of bring fun back into things, guys. And what some of the questions that I get are on lipstick as we get older. That's like so if you ever want tips or tricks on your makeup, drop those questions. Let us know, because I can share those things with you right away. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the Yadis back on. It's a little fuzzy, but we're good. So let's get into the topic that we have tonight. Tina says, I need some fun. Well, we're here to have some fun, Tina. So whether you are drinking your water, your tea, your energy drink, your shot of vodka, like your glass of wine, whatever you got, just grab your drink, sit back, have some fun, and like put some lipstick on. It's amazing at when you put something on your lips, it makes you feel better. It's like my superpower. But so tonight, our topic for tonight, and we want to hear from you. We want to know how you feel about this question as well. And if you guys ever have some future questions, some topics that you want us to open up for discussion, please feel free to share those with me. You guys know where to find me, like all the time. And Tina says, I have my lipstick and coffee. Got it, girl. So tonight's topic is, what does unfiltered confidence look like in real life? So what does unfiltered confidence look like in real life to you guys? What does that mean? Now, Yada, do you want to go first on this, or like what's your take on it?
I can chime in. So honestly, unfiltered confidence is when you stop performing for people and you start showing up as yourself, even when it's messy and all, however it is, you just show up. And it's not about having it all together. It's about owning where you are at, without apologizing for it.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
And it just is, it's being grounded, and it's quiet and saying within yourself, like, I got this. You know, it's that energy that comes from having survived so much and some stuff, that, and knowing that your word doesn't depend on anyone else's validation.
That's a big one.
It's just being you no matter what. And no matter who, wherever you are, just be you.
Now, when you say without having to apologize, this is kind of like off topic, but this is why the conversation is going to go real and raw. We come from some toxic trauma back in our relationship days, right? We have that in common. Do you find that when you have to focus on being unapologetic, do you find from coming from a toxic relationship background, that trauma, that you just apologize a lot in general?
That in general, yes. When you're still in that healing process and not really fully out of it, you constantly find yourself apologizing for anything. And it could be verbally saying, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. Or it could be an action of trying to fix what you thought you messed up to make it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And the reason I ask that is because that's one that still lingers for me. I apologize for nothing that even needs an apology. It's just a habit. It's just a natural response. Like, oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. And so to show up unfiltered confidence and no longer have to apologize for anything, that's a beautiful place to get, because I think those of us that have been through an experience like that, you don't realize how difficult that is. It really is. Tina on here says, Tina says, you are authentic and be vulnerable, and it's okay. You love yourself. That's what unfiltered confidence looks like to her in real life. I love that.
That's great.
What about you, Julie? What do you think unfiltered confidence looks like in real life?
Well, it's definitely the woman that, a person that can come up, like right now, I'm on this call with you, and I showed up with a messy bun. This is me. Kind of feel so in connection with what Yara just said. Being raw, being real, being authentic to yourself, and what Tina just stated. Vulnerability is definitely that. And there's this feeling of self trust. You know who you are, and that confidence is going to show because you're not thinking. Yeah, we think about who we're going to be with, right? We're not take it to all the way, but you show up as you, and yeah, are we going to perform in certain moments with a certain audience? Yeah, you have to show up and be the professional if you're going to do it on a professional level, or if you're in your ministry, you're representing someone, so you want to show your best, but it's still raw, it's still you, and it's not performed, kind of thing. It's really coming down to that. Obviously, our actions speak louder than what you're really saying. So when you're raw, or when you're in, unfiltered confidence, it's going to be that you show up taking action. So in our industry with the besitos, we put on that bold lipstick. I don't have any on today, sorry ladies, but you put on some, you
What?
put on that bold
What?
lipstick and let it show. And that lipstick that we I know, right? That lipstick that we put on, that swipe
Mhm.
brings in that confidence, and that's that unfiltered confidence.
I love that. I love
That's
that.
that's
And one of the things, yeah, for sure, we're going to talk about the lipstick part of it next. But one of the things that I um, struggled with is sometimes when you think of unfiltered confidence, I'm kind of I'm kind of more of an introvert. So if you meet me like in a public setting and we're in person, I'm sometimes like looked at as snobbish or stuck up because I'm not overly like friendly, even though I'm the friendliest, kindest person. I'm just not extroverted. So I had to get comfortable in that space and realize that if people didn't want to take the time to get to know me personally and talk like intimately one on one, they could have that opinion of me, and I had to be okay with it. That to me is kind of an example of how I've developed into that unfiltered confidence. I don't feel like I have to show up and shout. I don't feel like I have to show up and like be the life of the party or everybody look at me and that makes me confident. I just feel like over the years I've come into that unfiltered confidence where I can actually just sit and be, and I'm okay with it, no matter what people's opinions might be of that. Because sometimes, especially with women, if you just sit and you're to yourself, they automatically think like, oh, she's stuck up or she thinks she's better
Mhm.
than us. But I'm not even like funny. Like, I don't have that sense of humor. I'm the listener. So I'd rather just sit back and observe, take it in, be a kind, throw a smile out there, but to be like in your face. And so I really had to, I really had to learn to be comfortable in that because that's almost like taken negatively. Have you guys ever experienced anything like that?
I have 100%
I
the
experience it
same.
all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah, same
Sorry,
as
Yada.
you. No, it's okay. Same as you. Like I could be in a room, and because I'm not all bubbly, people think that I'm a stuck up or like I'm upset or something. And it's not even the case, you know. And I have had, and because I am an introvert
Mhm.
too, it takes me time to really get acclimated to whatever room I'm in.
Yeah.
I have to really um, get out of that comfort zone, especially now that I'm building my business and going to networking events, and because you kind of have to get on people's faces, you know what I mean? you
Yep.
know, and introduce yourself and be approachable and this and that. And sometimes it's a little bit like, oh, okay, I need to like shake it off.
Yep.
Let me be approachable.
Well, and the funny thing that you say that, we got Tracy on here too, and Christina says, "I want some lipstick." Well, stick around, Christina, because we got lipstick. But one of the things for me, oh, now I forget what I was even going to say when you said you got to shake it off. Oh, is when it comes to like on stage and speaking and like networking, like I'm on, I'm on. I can paint it, but to meet somebody,
Mm-hmm.
to like really meet somebody, like make a new friend,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just quiet. I don't know. It's really hard for me, and I sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that feels like that. But it's harder the older we get to make friends, and I don't know why.
It is because our
Yeah.
um, visions and how you say that word, priorities have changed.
We've created boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah, that
And you create
I'm not.
boundaries. You could pick up, we pick up the vibe of the room. Like you said, you walk into the room
Mhm.
and you're looking for the one who you could connect with. And
Yeah,
sometimes that person's not there right there, right in the moment until
Mhm.
you break the ice. But yeah, it's not to cut you off, Yara, but it was that kind of thing. I mean, I've walked into rooms and I'm just like I sense the room, right? So I just walk in, but that unfiltered confidence, and I'm tall, so I'm not gonna walk in with my shoulders down or anything. I'm gonna walk tall, that
mhm.
who I am, and
Yeah,
right away because I didn't hi, kind of person. But if I know someone in the room, I'm gonna that's gonna be my baseboard, right? I'm gonna be able to walk towards that person, and say, "Hey, girl, what's up? What's going on? What's new?" I can break the ice with someone I know, but if I
yeah,
don't know the people, like you were saying about network marketing, that's the hard. That is a challenge for me as well.
mhm.
Even though I'm confident of who I am,
Yeah.
so people
Yeah,
feel think of it differently. They pick it up, stuck up, but you're not stuck.
No, you
You
got
want to get
kind
to
of
know me.
you,
Let's start
you
off with that.
kind you kind of chopped up there just a minute. But I just want to ask you, Julie, because being an emotions coach and that's like your zone, how do you handle situations where you can feel emotions are off, but I mean, but you're in there, so you have to kind of like play the game. Like, how do you handle that when you know emotions are just not genuine? Like, how do you feel? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, has that ever happened?
Oh yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Um,
You picking
to
up what
be
I'm putting
honest,
down?
at this stage in my exact take at this stage in my life,
Mhm.
um, I really don't have time for fake.
Mhm.
So that boundary, that sensation comes up. So I can come into a room, and even with people that I know, like because I know them, right? It's like okay, but you breathe it out, and I'm adaptable to my situations.
Mhm.
However, I'm not gonna go into that circle or break. Like how you pick up clicks with, especially women. Women have a tendency to have clicks.
Yeah.
I'm not into the clicky thing. So
Mhm.
it's easy for me to just move on and find who I'm gonna vibrationally connect with.
Yeah.
And it's
Mhm.
it's so in Spanish se dejan, the people who are true is
Mhm.
who I'm looking for, and that
I
hence
love
the reason why I'm connected with you ladies because it's a it's that vibe that I get with you ladies. So hey, go
Yep.
chicas.
We're dream team. We're dream team over here. So this kind of relates with the unfiltered confidence, but probably like a part two of this question. How do you think, and whoever is still watching, feel free to chime in on this. How do you think we can support each other as women today to be more unfiltered confidence? Like, how can we be a better support system for others so to allow them the space to be that? Do you think that we can do that for someone, or do you think it just has to be an internal something that we do on our own?
I think it goes both ways. It has to come from within
Mhm.
because you need to know, you need the support in the community and also accept it, right?
Mhm.
Um, and once the person lets you in, then you can do that. You
Yeah.
can be that community for that person.
Yeah.
But the person needs to let the community in, if that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. We've got Christina on here that says women lifting women. And Tina says, I think it's an internal thing. So that's interesting, because it does have to come from within. But kind of talking about stepping into the room and feeling other people's emotions, even though it's an internal thing, you still need to feel safe in an environment to be that.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
Tina says, but surrounding yourself with other women who support you and inspire you. And I think that's the key there is the support, knowing that the love is there unconditionally, you know,
Genuine.
genuine. Mhm. When
That's a
we're
hard
when we're in our
one.
hot mess selves. Anybody ever
It,
been there?
it,
Hot mess self?
yeah, it's hard for me to trust. It's really hard for me to let
Yeah,
people in.
the other thing that pops into that equation, I don't know if you hear me.
Hmm.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? Yes or no?
Yes. Hmm. Yeah. Can you hear us?
The
Yes.
the other thing that comes into that equation, yeah, yeah, I hear you,
Okay.
is the fact that what's our intention?
Mm-hmm.
So internally, but whoever said that, right? It is internal, because what's our goal? What's our intention when we go to a meetup group, or when we put ourselves out there on Facebook or social media, right? What's our intention? Is it to give that space to the woman that's looking for it? So you just have to keep showing up as you, and and the and in prayer is big too. You know, we connect with our divine to bring to help us, because in my case, I know that I can quickly put up a wall, right? Put up that
Hmm.
boundary. I ain't got time for this kind of thing. And if I go with that attitude, then yeah, I'm not going to meet anybody, or I'm not going to give my services to anybody. I'm not going to offer, I'm not going to be there for that person that needs me. But once I connect with you, I'm connecting.
Hmm.
I'm 100% there with you in the moment. And that's today's society isn't that. Today's society, we're hooked on our phones, we are disconnected. So
Hmm.
we have to take that initiative, but it's with an intent, right? What's the intention behind it? Because not everybody's ready to come back to connect with people.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
we have these Zoom calls, or these over the airways kind of calls. But I feel that in a more personal, in-person setting, you get to offer you and be, and let that feeling, that internal feeling, go with, okay, if I'm going to this network meeting or meetup, I want to at least talk to one person, right?
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
now you went with a goal, right? And that's
Yeah.
what it comes down to. That's how we can be of service to someone.
I love that. I'm taken back to like 2019 and being introverted and coming off of like a traumatic time of my life. When we went into the pandemic and the shutdown and it had to be virtual, that was a sweet spot for me. It's almost like, oh, I got an excuse that I have to stay home. I don't have to go out. So that was like a sweet spot for me. And that's how I built my business, was virtually. It was almost like in 2019 going into 2020, it was all brand new, but we had to stay home. So it was amazing that I could really connect with people through camera, but then still have these relationships today. And now we've met each other in person, but we felt like we've known each other forever. So
Hmm.
it's one of those things that for me, being introverted actually worked really, really well for me. Because it's almost like it gave me that time to get comfortable with someone without being too vulnerable. But then you stay consistent all these years, and now we meet each other in person, and it's like we're family.
Yeah.
So that actually worked well for me for who I am truly as a person. When people hear that I'm an introvert, they crack up because they're like, "You're all over the place," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it's through a camera, it's through a screen." But we walk into a room together, and I'm just like, "Hi."
They tell me the same thing. Like you're an introvert, but
Mhm.
like you have like people see me as this like blunt, how you say that, like a strong character.
Mhm.
I mean, I do have a strong character, but I'm an introvert,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
you know.
Yep. So let's get into some product spotlight, because being part of Besitos Beauty, who you see here, guys, if you're tuning in and you see Yada and you see Julie, they are part of the Besitos Dream Team. And you might not know what the Besitos Dream Team is, but that means that they have like their own starter kits. They are using Besitos to draw people into their business, whether they're talking about the emotions through the color, or Yada, like, showing up as your confident best self, needing to talk about money. You got to put that shield on, because to me it is a superpower. So they're part of my dream team, and they're part of the foundation. They're the OGs. We're doing all of this together, but we really want to bring a product highlight to you every show. And I thought one of the very, very first ones that we would cover tonight is simply the color Resilience. This color, it's a red matte lipstick, okay? But the Resilience, let me see if I can, I know that I have, see if I can you guys see that? It's a really
Mhm.
pretty red, but what it is, it's a cool red. So I'm actually going to do a little swipe here, and it's not an orangey red. That's the thing. Reds are very difficult for people because most of them have an orangey base. And this Resilience has it's almost a blue base, but when you say blue, people like freak out. But in the color manufacturing world of lipstick, that cool red is actually the red that complements almost any skin tone. So Resilience is one of our staples. It's one of our top sellers, but I'm going to actually like just put it on here because I want you guys to see this beautiful red. But then I always, when I put it on, I even put like some shimmers on top. So there's different techniques that you can use to uh, give your lips a different color. But I want each of you to tell me, Yada and Julie, like, how has Besitos, when you put the lipstick on, what does that do? It does change your mood, doesn't it? Like,
It's an
here I'm
automatic pickup.
an
It's an
automatic pickup.
automatic pickup. Yes, it's an automatic selfie moment because you just have to take a selfie. You gotta do it. No, it definitely changes for me personally. It definitely changes my whole vibe automatically.
Mhm.
Feeling sexier, feeling confident, feeling like no one can stop me. I'm on top of the world. Get
Yes.
out of my way.
Yes.
And it's just like that, honestly. And that's why when I am doing speaking or doing like events, I either display or resilience. Those
Mhm.
are my two top colors, the two that I love the most. Depending what I'm doing, where I'm going, is the one that I'm putting. Of course, I have a whole bunch of a whole pack,
Yeah,
but
she's got like the whole 100 now too. So
listen, you don't understand. I have a besito good problem. Anyway, but these two are my go-to. Actually, today I was doing the workshop, and the one of the hosts,
Mhm.
so I just at the end she was like, I just want to ask about your lips. She actually asked me about your lips. I'm like, oh, I sell it. It's right here. I get back to you on that.
Yeah. And you're like, and today's your lucky day because for $16.99, we'll put that in your budget.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but a little backstory for those that might not even know the backstory of Besitos. In 2021, I literally lost my home. Like, that was the last piece of me to like lose everything after my world crumbled. We'll save that topic for like another time. But I had moved back in with my mom. I was 46 years old. I had moved back in with my mom, and I was on her recliner, drinking my wine, having my pity party of one, just like scrolling Facebook. And I came across a photo of myself. I should have put that on here, but I had a neck surgery. So I was cut like across the front of my neck, and it's nasty. Like it's nasty. It's only like 2 days old. But I still took a selfie and I had my red lipstick on. And so when I came across this photo, having my pity party, it like clicked for me that lipstick has always been there for me. It's always been my superpower. It's always been the thing that even when I felt not my best self, or even when I felt just nasty, really, that scar was nasty, but man, you put your lipstick on and it's like, I got this. I can do this. And that's really that moment was really the crazy idea. That's like, I can't be the only woman that needs that superpower. And I'm very lipstick picky, like very lipstick picky. So for me, it was all about finding something that smelled good, that felt good, that was clean ingredients, but that stayed put. I didn't want lipstick that was going to end up all over my face by the end of the night. And we did that. But that's really how it started, with 50 lipsticks, and they all sold out. And like, here we are this many years later. So Julie, with you and your emotion side of it, and I know that you speak to the colors of lipstick, like what does Besitos mean to you?
Well, thank you. It's definitely, again, talking to my super mom out there, right? The woman that has to do so many things, so many hats, who's not really, who's coming to her own in what she has to do as far as the chores, if you want to call it that, the roles that she has to play. So, like we said earlier, sometimes coming up with that messy bun, that swipe of color just changes her whole vibe.
Yep.
We know pinks are happy colors. Reds are the bold colors. You're showing up, right? You're bold. You're gonna do this. I got this attitude, right? And and like I tend to find myself wearing more of the orangey one, like number 42. I can't remember the name right now. Um, and I just love how that it just matches everything. It's so neutral on my skin tone because it does happen with skin tone. There's going to be some colors that just don't match. But that self-care moment of just putting on a lipstick, and to be honest, I used to work at a superstore, like Macy's, and I worked in the department with Lancome and all that, and it could have been you could be broke, but you always found time to find that lipstick. There was no. It's like that didn't stop you from buying a lipstick because you were broke. So there goes that confidence. Like you feel that. You feel like when you swipe that color, the confidence comes in, your self-care moment comes in, it sparks a shift in your attitude in the moment. So yeah, it even helps you take action.
Yeah.
So colors do say something about you. And like when there's one, I forget the number, but I wore it yesterday because I have on a deep purple shirt, and it's this really light, shimmery, purple undertone in it, and that's how I was feeling. I was
I'm
feeling
like,
royal, right?
it's
I was
number
feeling
33, empowerment.
oh
I
yeah,
already know. I already know. I'm like, they're talking about
exactly right.
33 empowerment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Besitos has helped me rediscover that, right? In
I
my
love that.
spark, it's my playful time, it's my fearless time. And even women who have faith, it gives you this feel, this you're connecting with yourself, you're self-loving yourself first,
Yep.
and you show up. You
I
show
love
up
that.
authentically.
I love that. We got a couple questions here. So Tina, I think, is calling it a night. Drink your coffee and then go wind down. That's a woman of my own heart. But then Christina says, is Besitos a stain? No, Besitos is a matte liquid lipstick that has staying power. You put it on and it doesn't over dry your lips, but it won't budge unless you take it off. Now I layer mine with a little bit of gloss. I'll put some gloss in like the pucker of my lip, kind of if you were gonna sip on a straw, the part that would touch the straw. I always put just like another layer of something. But the lipstick, we have glosses, we have lip balms, we have eyeshadows. Like we have, in fact, I'm gonna show this real quick, see if this pops up. This is like new items coming on the website. So Besitos isn't just a lipstick. That's how it started, but we've evolved. Now we're getting setting spray, eyeliners, like all the things. But we have matte liquid lipstick, we have lip glosses, we have tinted lip balms, we have like all kinds of stuff. But I don't necessarily have a stain, because stains to me, they dry my lips tremendously. And I'm just really particular on the care of your lip, especially the older we get, because people always worry about the wrinkles like around their eyes and stuff, but they don't realize that their lips age as well and they get thinner. And as those fine lines come in around the lips, sometimes your lipstick can bleed into that, and Besitos doesn't do that. I make like it doesn't do that. But as we get ready to like wrap up, guys, because this is just a kickoff. This is kind of letting people know we're going to have a topic every show. We're going to also feature a product every show, but you will also have a chance to be entered to win a $5 gift card to Besitos Beauty online every show. All right. But how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? So I am going to show this for you real quick. How you can be entered to win, guys, is number one, you got to go to YouTube and subscribe to Prospera TV Network. Prospera TV Network is my TV and streaming global network. And as Chicas Unfiltered becomes a new show that we are going to be airing on Prospera TV Network, I want you to go and subscribe. So make sure that you have gone to subscribe there, and then drop a comment. So for those of you that have already been commenting, you're good, right? So drop a comment. But then if you are on Facebook, be sure to find Besitos Lipstick Club and join our private lipstick club, because we do a lot of fun stuff there. Sometimes I help you pick out colors. Sometimes I help you, or you get to help name certain colors. But join us in the club, because that's where we're going to announce the winner. So if you subscribe, comment, and you're in the club, you'll be entered for a drawing after every show. And I'm going to announce it in the club the next day. And then
So I'm in already, because I'm all three.
There you go. You're like, can I put my name in again?
Yep. I know, right?
Yep. Christina says, yeah, that's why I was asking. I do not like stains. Awesome. I don't like stains either, but there you go. So for you two, for Yada and Julie, how do you guys want to wrap up? Is there any last thing that you want to share and just kind of put the last message out on what unfiltered confidence means to you?
Go ahead, Julie.
Okay. What comes to me as the message coming from my heart is, ladies and gentlemen, but ladies, we need to really, really take care of ourselves on a level of self-care. Self-care can be as simple as swiping a lipstick and taking care of your lips, right? But it's to build that confidence. It doesn't have to be a spa day. Self-care doesn't have to be that. Self-care is just taking 10, 15 minutes to just breathe. And we don't do, in doing that, you are recharging yourself. And a lot of times we're worrying about the things that just, we don't have any control of it. So let it go. Be here, be present, and really just take that time out. Again, just reconnect with you and find that little girl that had big dreams, and really connect with her and just say, hey, I'm here. And then share that person with the people you love.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. What do you've got, Yada?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same line as Julie. Just take care of yourself, heal heal from within, you know, and just be you wherever you go, whoever you with. You know, it might not make some people might feel uncomfortable because you are being you and you're rediscovering you, and that's how you see how you gonna notice when real people are with you. The real ones will stay, the fakes will leave,
Yeah.
and I've been there. You know, that's why I have like basically no friends, if you know what I mean. Because because I have done a lot of deep healing and deep work all these years. But anyways, it's just take care of yourself, heal yourself, rediscover yourself, be you. Stop apologizing for nothing.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
I love that.
don't change for nobody.
And you know, for me, I feel like unfiltered confidence, it's okay to change your mind, right? I think sometimes, especially me being in that like dream world, I believe in dreams. And to me, when you get those crazy ideas, it's like, it's not a matter of how can I do this? It's like, when are we going to get started? Like, so, but there are times where even if you say something out loud and like, this is what where your plans are, and this is where you're going, and this is something you're so excited about, and then all of a sudden life hits and it pivots, it's okay to change your mind, you know? And I think sometimes people hold on to, oh, there she goes again, doing that. Oh, now she's doing that. And it's like, yeah, I am. I'm all over the place because I guess my journey of growth is I just show those parts of me. I'm doing this. I'm going to try this. And I had to let the judgment or the fear of opinions go on that. And it's okay to change your mind. As you're growing, you're going to pivot. As you are growing, you're going to choose something tomorrow that maybe you didn't choose yesterday. And that's okay. Just be kind to yourself. So I think for me, that unfiltered confidence comes with just honoring who you are in the moment and whatever that looks like. So I want to thank both of you guys, Yada and Julie, my dream teamers, for being here tonight for this first Chicas Unfiltered kickoff. I'm so excited for what this show is going to bring and evolve into. And we're going to be bi-weekly. So our next one will be airing on November 20th, but then you'll also be able to catch this replay on Prospera TV network, and we'll be streaming it across Roku and all the things, 17 countries, guys. So thanks for being here tonight. And for anybody that is watching the replay, if you catch this in the next 24 hours, subscribe to Prospera YouTube, drop a comment, and join us in the Besitos Lipstick Club on Facebook, and you'll be entered in for our drawing. All righty. All righty, guys, we're going to play our
Thank
tune
you.
and see you out.
Bye.
Chicas Unfiltered. Let's go. Red lips on, lights down low. We don't hide, let the realness show. Every chica got a fire inside. Tonight's the night, no compromise. Ooh, corazón, feel the rhythm take control. Sisters rising, breaking chains, unstoppable. Chicas, chicas unfiltered. Dance it out, let the world get lifted. Chicas unfiltered. No mask, no fear, we're gifted. Hands high, corazón, let's ride. Queens of the night, can't hide this vibe. Lip gloss, tequila shots, we laugh, we cry. Turning heartbreaks into battle cries. Glow so fierce, we set the tone. Unapologetic, we own the throne. Dale, dale, move your body. Sisters rising, nobody can stop me. Chicas unfiltered, raw y bonita. Power y fuego, nuestra vida. Chicas unfiltered. Turn it up, let the soul get lifted. Chicas unfiltered. Yeah. Unstoppable queen, so gifted. This is our time, our story to write. Together we ride, together we shine tonight.